Oh, okay. Good morning, everybody. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be. And just welcome to the call today. We're really excited today because we do have a very special guest that's come on board with us today, which is the Philippines Master Distributor, Dan Yalung. And I'm really excited. I had the pleasure of being able to spend some time with Dan a few months ago and his team. And I came away from that meeting for the few days that I was there with them, just in awe of the leadership skills that Dan provides and what he brings into his group and his team. And he just instills this innate positivity of where people believe that anything is possible. And you can see that that comes directly from the top, from yourself, Dan. And I came away from there thinking what I could actually bring into my team from what I witnessed and what I learned and listened to, because you, my friend, are an amazing man, and it's showing with the results that you are bringing down through your team, because I know that you've excelled even further in the 2.5 months since I've been there, through the people that are ranking up. So welcome to the call.
Hi everyone. Good morning, good
Morning.
evening, good afternoon.
Yeah. So, how's things going for you in the Philippines? I guess that's what I wanted to ask you. Like, you'll be working really hard leading up to the convention?
Yeah, we're very excited right now with the upcoming convention. It's gonna be on October 13th, and I'm looking forward on seeing you all there.
Well, we're working hard to try and get there because it's such a beautiful place to go to, that's for sure. And it'd be nice to actually be able to venture outside of the hotel this time because it looked like it's such a beautiful area. But as you ventured, I know that you've got a really long friendship with Costas, so that's reached back for nearly 16 years now. So is that how you were introduced into iGalen? Is that how that eventuated for you?
Right. Before Costa, I received a call of from Costa last October 9, 2016. That was even before the company. I mean, iGalen even started or launched. And currently, before Costa called me, I was connected with another company, and I was a diamond at that company. And in the industry, I've been around for around more than 16 years, and I haven't jumped from one company to another. I've been staying for a company for a long time. Like the first time I got into this industry, I stayed for 6 years. I'm not that type of guy who jumps from one company to another, and that is one important aspect in this industry. So going back, October 9, I received a phone call from Costa and asking me if I was connected with a company, and he told me about they're planning to open up a company. I mean, he has a CEO with him, which is Dr. Rajan at that time, and he told me that they're planning to open up a company on January 31st of 2017. So from that day, he told me that I could meet Dr. Rajan, and if I'm interested with the company that they're gonna open up, I'm gonna I'm gonna jump in. So that's when it all started. When Costa called me.
So you really have been a founding distributor of this company and been right at the ground floor of the excitement of it, and basically watched it evolve from the start, which would have been pretty exciting to be at that level.
Right. Actually, I was really uh, amazed on how iGalen grew, because I was with them from the very beginning, starting with only one product, which is Emulin, which is by far the greatest product as I've known, the carb manager that we have, and then followed by Clamax. So it really set another bar in health and wellness products in the industry. So as I can see, what we have right now with Igalen, with the products that we have, and the number one thing I saw is the integrity of the company. When I met Dr. Rajen, I spoke with him and have had a few calls, and then I got to know him better. The integrity of our CEO slash our company is really it's quite amazing because it's not like the common companies. I met a lot of CEOs throughout my career, but I've never met anybody who has an integrity like our CEO right now, Dr. Ajen. I mean, he's a doctor, so he the one thing that's in his mind is, of course, helping a lot of people, which is we rarely see that in other companies.
I have to agree with you on that, Dan. And I'm sure that a lot of people that are on this call that have had the pleasure to meet Dr. Rajan in person and then to be able to work with him, but even to be able to work with him and see what he brings forward onto a call, that you get that sense that this man comes forward with such a deep passion and he has such a deep belief that he really wants to make a big difference and he wants to leave a legacy behind, knowing that he has made a difference globally. And that comes through very strongly by how he wants to help people individually. So he's not removed, even though he's CEO, and most CEOs are sitting at the top, and they very seldom come down into amongst the workforce as such, which we are the workforce being distributors. But from what you're saying, I have to agree with you that he does make himself available, and that's what you're telling me, isn't it?
Right, right. Yes, and being part of that legacy is really awesome. If we are with a company that just wants to leave a legacy, leaves a mark in the industry, that's pretty special.
Yeah. So, with what you've been doing with iGalen, you've had some pretty phenomenal results as a leader. But I know with what I'm watching, and I watch very closely as to what's happening with you on your Facebook page and things like that, that you're getting remarkable results with testimonials with people too, aren't you? Like for what I can see through there, for what the recordings are. Like it is making a huge difference through the Filipino community, isn't it?
Right, right. With the products that we have, I mean, our priority here is, of course, our own family to be healthy. I mean, it's not every day that you get cancer free. So, I mean, we have to protect our family, because if your health degrades and have trouble with your health, it's not only you that's going to be affected, it's the people around you. So it's pretty important to protect yourself from getting ill or getting sick. So that's what we are doing here, is to spread that idea of you have to protect yourself, because if your body fails, it's the only asset you have. Your family is going to be affected anyway. So that's one thing that we're spreading right now here in the Philippines.
Because I just wanted to add to that, because it's such a big, for most other companies to be able to even touch closely that we have a product that is making a difference and assisting and supporting people that do suffer with cancer. I've seen two such testimonials of people within the Philippines that they've had phenomenal responses from having taking the product. And this is where your reference lies, I envision, in regards to having a benefit for people suffering with cancer. And that within itself just speaks volumes, because it's such a terrible disease. So to have, as I said, these testimonials, and you can see that the thing that is making the difference for them is having their system supported and their immune system supported with both Emulan and Climax, because it definitely is making a big difference across the board. I wanted to ask you, Dan, like when being involved with this company, is this something that is a long term? I know you've said that you stick with the company for a long time, but can you see yourself being here for years to come with this because of how the company's structured?
Yeah, actually, it's a good thing that you asked me that, Jackie, because with the company integrity that we have, the partnership with them, the products, the present products that we have, and I can't imagine the future products that we're gonna have.
Mm.
So, with that being said, I see myself as if permitted, this is gonna be my last company and be part of the legacy that iGalen is, spreading around the world. So I can see myself, if ever I'm gonna retire,
Mm.
probably with iGalen, because that's the perfect combination that I saw here: the products, the integrity, the partnership with them, and the people around, all around the world, such as yourself, Jackie, and other countries as well. I can see the heart, the dream that we have. It's all united, and we're channeled into one direction. So I
Mm.
can see myself here retiring.
I don't look forward to the day. I mean, I hope that you do retire because it's a financial decision, but I hope that you are here for the duration, Dan, because you're an asset to us. You really are, and it's such an inspiration for us. But I wanted to then bring this into how do you manage to incorporate iGalen? Because for us that are doing this full time, and it is a commitment, but it's something that it's not a hard commitment, to be quite honest, for the rewards that you get back, seeing people get better. How do you incorporate that with your family life? Like, how does that fit in with you? I know that April's very involved with this as well, but how does that work for you with the family?
Well, um, let's put it this way: whenever we go out, whoever we will meet, we always incorporate the products that we have. I mean, we just need to share it, because if you see something, there's a proverb, right? If you see if you see a gift of great value, it is your moral obligation to share it many times over. So that's where we come from. When we go out, it's a must for us to share our products, because what if this guy is suffering from an illness and he doesn't know about Climax or Emulin? That's the question that I have every time I meet somebody. What if he doesn't know about Climax and Emulin, and he's sick, is really sick, or he knows somebody who's really sick? So I always tell to all my um, team that whenever they go out, that's the question that they should have in their minds. So from there, maybe you can see how excited we are when we
Mm.
share stories about our products. Basically, everywhere, it's about sharing our products, and of course, following after that is the vision that we have. The dreams that we have, connecting the product into the business side.
Yeah, look, Dan, and again, I came away from there quite often with chills, of good, feel good chills in regards to listening to how much empathy was in the voices of every single person that was there for the few days that I was with you in Manila. And it came through with such a powerful, strong message that it come from the heart from every single one of you. And I think that's the big thing. There's such a strong, anchored belief system. And I think that this belief system has started from the top, from yourself. And that was very evident because there was so much respect that came channeling straight up to yourself. And you've clearly instilled that in each single person that's came onto your team. You've empowered that next leader to do exactly the same thing again. And it was just an amazing thing, the structure that you had there, it just was so natural. It was just a natural thing that just came to all of you, that you believed it, you lived it, and you were so passionate to be able to share it with people, and it came across with ease. And I think that we could learn a lot from you. And I learned a lot by just being there for a couple of days, listening and watching how you did approach the business. That it didn't even seem like you were approaching it as a business. It felt like it was just an everyday, an occurrence, just a conversation that you were happening to have with someone, that it came out with ease because it was something that you truly believed in. And that was across the board for the whole lot of you that were there. So I look at this and I think with the Philippines, like, it's such a baby company. And I spoke to PJ Kim about this a few months ago, that looking at it being such a baby company, and you look at other companies in regards to how much that this has advanced so quickly, what do you think the secret has been for that? Because in the Philippines, you guys have just really fast-tracked it. It's like you've got roller skates. It's like you've signed a distributor up and you've put a set of roller skates on them, and they've just excelled and just ranked up through the ranks so quickly, even though we are a baby company. What do you think the secret is behind that?
Well, thank you again, Jackie, for all the compliments, and I think I can't do it without all of us, my team included, including you, because what we do right now is, you know, quite amazing on sharing what we have. Anyway, going to your question, we have lots of companies here in the Philippines, um, especially here in the Philippines.
Oh, we've just lost you.
Oh, sorry, some
Are you?
a call got in.
Yeah, you're back
So
again.
somebody was calling me. Yeah. So anyway, going back to the question, um, we have lots of companies here in the Philippines, and they're popping out everywhere. But the advantage that we have right now is, first, of course, as I've said, we have the company integrity, the partnership with them. I mean, we can talk to the CEO, we can talk to the scientist. You rarely see that.
Mm.
So, um, plus the products that we have, I can't imagine that what our future is gonna be. It's the vision that we sell to people. That's why probably they see that vision and they jump in. Of course, not everyone sees the vision. Only visionaries see the vision. So we just put them through a filtering process. And if you see a person with vision, you hang in there and work with them, and then that's the magic, when the magic happens.
Okay, so just so I'm very clear just on what you've just said then, so you're bringing people on board, but you really are looking for those rough diamonds, as I know it's been referred to before, that you can see that someone's got an interest in it as a business, and then you actually spend the time with them and educate them, teach them, support them, and bring them up through the ranks. Is that what you're meaning?
Right, right. That's exactly what I mean. You know, if you see those people who are committed, um, you have to marry them. You know,
Yeah.
help them achieve their goals. So that's one thing that that's gonna stick in them. So if you help them achieve their goals, naturally they'll stay with you. So presently, it has been working for my team. So I guess that's one thing I could share to you. Consistency is number one, and um, that persistency of finding those rough diamonds. You know, so if you talk to one person, that's not the person that's you're expecting. He's not gonna join you. It doesn't matter. We count the no's, but from the no's, you get the yes,
Mm.
right?
I like that analogy that you marry them, because it really is like that. When you commit to bringing people on board, and you get the people that are excited about it, and they have that same vision, and they can actually encompass what you're trying to share with them, and they get it. Like, you can just see that the penny drops for them and they understand, and you can see that they clearly have that drive, that they want to take this forward and share it and spread the word that yes, you do marry them, because you are literally on the phone to them every day. You're trying to nurture them, you're trying to encourage them, support them, keep them motivated, and actually they keep you motivated too sometimes, I believe, which is really important, because it becomes that team, which is what you refer to your team as being one team, one dream, and it's one team Philippines. And going into that, I just want to ask you, how do you actually, like when we're looking at developing your team and your rank advancing through to Ruby and Emerald, Diamond, Triple Diamond, so how do you help your team do that? Because I know as we open in Australia within the next few days, that's something that we're really focusing on, because it's an opportunity with what we've got with the 90-day promotion that we have globally, that we're looking at the best way that we can assist people to be able to rank advance and go up through there. So have you got some special tips that you can share with us as to what you do with your team?
Well, I just gave it the one you said, marry them.
Yeah.
Actually, that's what I tell to my team. Presently, I have 5 triple diamonds, 2 double diamonds, 8 diamonds. I lost count with emeralds and rubies, but all of them have one thing in common: how they got up there. It's about the consistency and persistency of of sharing to as many people as we can. There's no special formula that we have. It's just about how 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 hard you do it. It's how should I say it? I could not express it properly, but as I can see with what we are doing right now, it's the passion that we have. You know, um, the grit and passion that we have. You know, my team has that, and I'm very blessed that I was given a team such as the team that I have right now. And with that said, well, that's the main reason why probably we got up there. It's not something that's um, as I can say, special, or it's not a secret recipe that we have. No, it's about the persistency and consistency that habit that we're building up to our team.
You know, Dan, I honestly do think, as I said, and I'm going to compliment you again, because I really believe that success, as we have high accolades for Dr. Eugene, and we have the utmost of respect for Dr. Ahrens and for Dr. Stefano, but primarily our main point of contact is Dr. Eugene. Like, he just seems to be able to manage to spread himself globally, and he's there for everybody when they need him, like when they really need him. And it's respect. You know, we all feel that he has that utmost integrity, honesty. He's got that dignity. He carries himself with such a passion that you want to follow him, because you believe in what he is wanting to achieve in the world with a global change for increasing the health and creating awareness. I'm going to say this again to you, my friend. I believe that this is why your success has been so amazing, is because you are that leader within your team. So for them, you're the person that they look up to. And it starts right from the top. So it was a big education coming away to look at how your team was structured and to watch how you operated for those couple of days. And it was very, very apparent that you have the same respect as what Dr. Rajan does globally, your team have for you. And I think that's something that needs to come across as a very big kudos to you, but as a very big lesson for all of us, that if we're going to excel and go forward, is to have that open-mindedness of wanting to help everybody, because that's how we're going to make the team grow, is by looking across and helping everybody. Without judgment, but just because you want to help them, because you want to make a difference.
Right. So I could share to you also that the important thing that we need to do is dream with passion. It's not enough to dream, but you dream with passion. And then from that dream that you have, just hold on to them, and you'll get there. Just be consistent and be persistent in what you do, and I guess that's it.
Dan, I know you've got to go onto a call, so I want to ask you just another question or two. But how are you? Where are you sitting on the ranking yourself? Because I think you're pretty close to Crown, aren't you? You're not far off of reaching that level. Would that be right?
Yes, actually, I was almost crowned. I about a month ago, I was almost crowned, but I missed it by 3 cycles, or
Wow.
probably, yeah. So I was there, and presently I'm running to be crowned also, if permitted. But that's my goal. But my main goal is, what I do is I help those people in my organization who wants to rank up. My rank naturally comes because I help those people who wants to rank up. So I work with them, and then eventually I see my volume go up, and then that's when the rank, my rank, uh, goes through.
You're such a selfless man in that regards, and that's why the success is coming through, because you really are caring for others across the board, not just their health but their wealth as well. And that's where the success comes through. Is there anything that you'd like to share with us before we do let you go? Or I might actually ask one. I know you haven't got time for a lot of questions and answers, but is there anything in particular that you'd like to share with us?
As of now, I shared what my team did, and finally, I wanted to invite you all from the very beginning on our convention at October 13. So I hope you could come there, and it's gonna be a privilege that you guys are gonna be there as well.
Certainly trying to get there, Dan, I can tell you. So I might just ask my co-hosts that I've got here, because I know that you do have to go, as to whether Debbie Ward or Lee Rafferty had a question for you, so that we don't hold you up, because I'm respectful that you said that you do have another meeting. So Debbie or Lee, have you got anything you'd like to ask?
I don't, but congratulations, Dan, on your achievement, and it's really great to listen to the way that you build your team, because it resonates very well with me. So well done. Thank you for sharing.
I'd also like to thank you, Dan. Your commitment and your confidence in Galen is going to be a really good resource when we share this replay with other people, new people. When they see that they're getting into something that you have that much confidence in and are doing so well at, it just helps people realize that this is the right place to be. So thank you very much for that.
Thank you.
Yeah, so Dan, I will let you go, because I know you have to get moving, but I do really want to thank you. And if anything that has come out of this strongly through this call, it was something that it was nice to have it so that we can share it, as Debbie said, was that success comes from great leaders and selfless leaders that have got empathy, leaders that have got passion and belief, and they're willing to put that time in. And I'm going to use your terminology. I thought one marriage was enough, but I think I'm happy to marry my team members if I'm going to rank up that well. I think one husband's enough to put up with, but he probably thinks the same of me. But I think I'm happy to marry my team, so I'll be telling them we're all getting married on our next team call. Because we're going to be really making a big dent in Australia as we open up down here within the next few days, hopefully. So big things ahead for us. So I really want to thank you so much. And
thank you so much. Thank you so much for having me, and I thank everyone for your great compliments. And I'm gonna bring this story to all my team right now, and we are excited to see all of you if permitted in the coming convention that we have here in October 13.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Dan, and we look forward to seeing you. And please give our love and regards to April and your family.
For sure, for sure. Thank you so much, Jackie. Thank you, everyone.
Okay,
Thank you, Dan.
bye.
Thank you,
Thanks,
Dan,
Dan.
very much.
Bye.